The Pope's visit to South America is ostensibly focused on poverty.
Doy gracias a Dios por haberme permitido volver a América Latina.
It's the first trip to the region he's gotten to schedule, and it jives with his record as Pope that he's visiting 3 of the continent's poorest countries. But it also jives with his other major focus, climate change. The Pope's argument in his widely publicized encyclical last month was that those two things are invariably intertwined. Climate change will have a disproportionate effect on the world's poor. And there are few places that illustrate that better than Latin America, especially in the Andes. Take, for example, Bolivia. More than half of the population lives below the poverty line, and in rural areas that rate rises to more than 75%. The majority of those people are subsistence farmers who rely on their harvests to survive, which leaves them especially susceptible to the effects of climate change.
They're also vulnerable to freezes, particularly if they occur after crops have been planted, protracted droughts, and delays to the start of the rainy season, which typically begins in November.
And the country as a whole relies on its glaciers for water, so with the glaciers melting, Bolivia's water supply is in jeopardy. That in a country that little more than a decade ago saw armed conflict over water, driven by economic instability and the privatization of water supplies. To the Pope, Bolivia is one of several countries in the global periphery set to suffer the worst of the consequences of climate change, a problem it has done little to cause. For Newsy, I'm Sebastián Martínez.